Hey guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to a new video. So this is my long overdue Too Cool for School one brand makeup review. So hopefully you guys enjoy this entire video. Starting off with the foundation, I got the shade number 4 Sand. I'm going to quickly compare this to the Etude House original double lasting foundation because I see a lot of similarities to it. It's very thin and watery in consistency, very pigmented. It doesn't require a lot of product because it's easy to blend and it still gives a very good full coverage finish, and it's also matte, so it's quite long lasting. The only thing that's different is the undertone. This one's a lot more cooler and neutral, so I kind of prefer those type of undertones so I can easily warm it up with a bronzer. And yeah, this foundation is actually really good. Here I'm doing my concealer and also my eyebrows because out of everything from the brand, those were the two products that I didn't purchase because I was focusing more on the art class collection of Too Cool for School, so there are some products that I decided to just skip out on, and the rest is from the entire brand and collection of the art class. So here I'm just setting my concealer with some baby powder. I do like to set my eyes really well with loose powder, and lately I've been using baby powder. Moving on to the setting powder from Too Cool for School. This powder is firmly pressed, so it does feel fake at first, and for a while I thought there was still a protective plastic film on top of it, but there's actual product and it is mattifying. It does set your base makeup, and it also has a little bit of shimmer to it so it doesn't look completely flat against the complexion. And here I'm just adding a little bit of contour powder just to give a wash of color onto my eyelids before I move on to eyeshadow. Onto the eyeshadow, this is probably one of the oldest Kbeauty products that I still own and use in my collection. I know that sounds gross, but it's still available on the art class collection on the website, so it still exists. And here I'm just creating a very simple, kind of like my go-to eyeshadow application. So I'm applying the brown shimmer shadow onto the outer corners to kind of contour and shape my eyes, and I'm also adding this onto the outer corner of my bottom lash line to kind of smoke it out. So this brown shimmer is actually really smooth and it is actually quite pigmented, but I guess against my skin tone I do have to kind of build it up a little bit, especially since I'm not using an eyeshadow primer. The gold glitter is quite chunky, so you might want to use a glitter glue underneath before you apply this, but on its own it actually holds on really well, so you don't necessarily need it. Onto the eyeliner, this is a very pigmented black eyeliner. It's a brush bristle applicator, so I tend to prefer the pen types more because, for example, I accidentally closed this wrong once and now the bristles are frayed at the tip. So I have to be very careful when I'm applying this now because I like my eyeliners thin. And of course, on camera, I always have to ruin my eyeliner. But overall, it's very long lasting. It doesn't budge. This eyeliner is actually really good, so yeah. Onto the mascara. This is a very pigmented and waterproof mascara. I like this a lot because it doesn't smudge, it doesn't budge. It's waterproof. I've even slept with this on accidentally, but the only way to remove this is by using a oil-based cleanser or makeup remover, so it's very strong. The only thing is I have very straight and stubborn eyelashes, so I have to curl them very well before I apply this, or else they'll just look straight. But I really like applying this on my lower lash line the most. Onto the lips, I got the shade number 5 Woody Velvet. I personally thought this would be more brick brown when I saw the swatches online, but on person it's actually more red on me, so that was a bummer. And I don't know if it's because I've tried a lot of lip velvet tints. This wasn't too impressive in my opinion, but it's okay, it's comfortable. It's very pigmented, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted, so yeah. The Art Class by Rodin Contour Shading Powder is probably still one of the best selling products in the Kbeauty world. It was one of the first contour shading products that I tried, and I think it still works the same. It's very warm tone, very subtle against my complexion, but it's still visible at the same time. So it's a very natural contour shading product for myself. And for the nose, I like to use a brow powder just to give it a more cool undertone shadow kind of contour. In this palette, it includes a rose blush, and this is a matte type, so it's actually really pretty. And I do know they recently released a more brick brown shade, so next time I do want to get my hands on that. And for the highlighter has 3 shades of champagne, gold, and a kind of pink undertone. Very pretty. It's a strobing highlighter, so depending on how you apply it, you can build up the highlight, or you can wear it subtle like how I tend to prefer it. You can mix it, or you can wear it individually as well. The final product is the Extreme Setting Fixer. So this is a very fine setting mist, and I love this product a lot. So I'd say from the entire collection, I love this product the most because it just keeps your makeup put and intact throughout the entire day. And you might just have to blot it a little bit, but overall your makeup stays put. And here I'm just using a little bit of the gold highlight in the palette to highlight my inner corners. And that's basically it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!